guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for tuning in. Today I will be showing you how I made this fall wreath using all supplies from Dollar Tree. Alright, for this wreath, I'm going to be using one of the mini wreath forms from Dollar Tree. Now, my first step is going to be to cut a couple of strips of fabric. I'm cutting these about 1/4 of an inch wide, and I'm going to end up cutting 3 strips of fabric. I got this fabric from Hobby Lobby just in their regular normal fabric section. It wasn't in the specialty or the seasonal fabric, but it is a very nice fall type plaid. So I'm just going to go through and cut 3 strips of this, and then I'll be ready to move on to the next step. Now what I'm going to do is taking some of the strips of fabric, I'm just going to hot glue in a little spot and start wrapping each of these 3 rings. Now this step is probably optional. I wouldn't say you needed to do it, but the look I was going for, you'll see why in a minute, why I did this. It kind of expose this fabric when the wreath is finished. Now you could use a nice bright orange or a solid color, and that would look really nice. You could also use ribbon if you wanted to, or even twine. You could do other things if you wanted to, but the reason I'm ultimately doing this is because those rings will be exposed in my wreath, and had I not wrapped them, I would have had some of the green wire showing. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm just going to go through and wrap all 3 of these rings with the fabric. All 3 of the rings are all wrapped with fabric, as you can see here. I didn't do the 3 little crossbar section, as you can tell, because you won't be able to see those. And now what I'm going to do is I took 5 strands of raffia and I just knotted them together at one end like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and do the weaving method for this wreath. So basically I'm just going to secure it to a point, and then I'm just going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, just like a typical weave, and continue to weave all the way around. Now I did end up making 3 bunches of the raffia to get this finished, but you will see at the end I had a bunch of leftover on that 3rd batch, but it took me probably 2 1/4 bunches of 5 strands of raffia. I also, on some of the raffia that were thicker pieces, I did just run my finger through it and kind of break it up to make it a little bit more stringy. And once I was finished with a bunch of the raffia, I simply just secured the little ends to the back with some hot glue, and then I continued on with the next batch of the raffia. The wreath is all wrapped, and as you can see here with the extra raffia, what I did is I just braided it. I just kind of divided it into 3 parts and just did a typical braid. And then what I'm going to do is I will secure this right there in that spot. I'll end up making a loop with this, and that way I can hang my wreath with the braided part of the raffia. Now I'll be working on my pumpkins. So taking one of these pumpkins that I got from Dollar Tree and a piece of scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, I'm going to basically cut 2 pieces. I did end up covering the back, which really isn't going to be visible, but I did it anyway. Not really sure why I did that, but I did. So I'm just going to trace around this pumpkin, cut out the scrapbook paper, and then using some spray adhesive, I'm going to attach a piece of the scrapbook paper to the front of this pumpkin and the back. I didn't bother sanding it and trying to get the glitter off or anything, because like I said, that was going to be the back part of the pumpkin, and I ended up covering it with scrapbook paper anyway, so it really didn't matter if I sanded it off or not. So once that's done, then I'll be ready to work on the little pumpkins. decided to attach some little pumpkins to this big one. So using these pumpkin sheets that I got from Dollar Tree, I'm just gonna pick out 3 different pumpkins here, and then I am gonna go through and cover all of these with more scrapbook paper, all of which that I got from Hobby Lobby. For these other pumpkins, I'm simply just going to use some regular Elmer's school glue and just put it on one side of the pumpkin, and then I'm going to flip the scrapbook paper over, put the pumpkin down. I'm not going to trace around and cut it out, but I am going to be using my rounded Fisker scissors as well as my mini ones. These are always linked in my description box, and I talked a bunch about these in that DIY Diaries episode about scissors. I will link that down below if you're interested. But as you can see, these curved scissors just very perfectly trim around these pumpkins. So for all 3 of these, I will go ahead and trim them up, and all of the scrapbook paper is, again, from Hobby Lobby. All 3 pumpkins are finished and have the scrapbook paper on top of them, and so to attach these, I'm simply just going to use some hot glue. Now, I'm not going to remove the little felt pads because I did want them to kind of stand off of the pumpkin a little bit, be a little dimensional there. So I'm just going to attach all 3 of these with hot glue, and then I'm going to work on some little felt leaves. For the leaves, I'm just going to take a piece of this scrap felt that I've had for forever in my pinking shears, and I'm simply just going to cut 2 leaves that I can attach at the top of the pumpkin. I also wanted to attach a little vine to my pumpkin, so this is some of the wired twine from Dollar Tree, and I really hate how it frays, so you always have to kind of secure it, but I'm just using some hot glue to keep it from fraying even more. And then I'm just going to cut off a strip of it and then kind of wrap it around the stem and secure it with hot glue, and then just twist it around a pencil, and then I'll be ready to attach the leaves. This next step is totally optional, but I did want to tie my fabric in a little bit more, but you certainly could just leave the wreath open. So I just traced around the wreath and then cut a circle. And then what I'm going to do is just hot glue this to the back of the wreath to kind of fill in that hole. Okay, I'm coming up to the last few steps, so what I'm going to do now is just feed this extra little tail that I had braided, if you'll remember, through here, and then I'm going to secure it to make the loop so that I can hang this wreath, and then I'm going to hot glue my pumpkin to the front of this wreath. And once the pumpkin is hot glued, I did go in and add a little bit of eucalyptus that I had in my greenery stash, and then I also ended up taking some of the Dollar Tree lace and I made a little bow and attached it to the pumpkin, and then this thing is finished. Here is the finished project. I really like how it turned out. It is hanging in my guest room. Please give this video a thumbs up if you love fall DIYs. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for some DIY shout outs, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!